Hi, it's John with Bridges Communication Group. I was recently asked what to do after separation in regards to new partners. And from a grandparent's perspective, what do I do when families separate and I still want to include the former spouse? How do we go about doing that? So today I want to focus on, and part of my video series with Christmas after separation, is looking at it now from a new partner's perspective, or from that extended family's perspective. First of all, let's address the extended family. There's nobody that's saying that people can't attend your Christmas gathering. Every family has a unique DNA in regards to how they do Christmas. Maybe for years you've been doing this, and depending on the length of relationship, maybe there's some traditions that, that former spouse, they sure made a really good scalloped potatoes, for example. There's nobody saying that they can't be included. Please recognize that there is some uniqueness to the situation, and as new partners continue to grow and more kids continue to grow, those things are unique, and you as a family do have the option to include them. But again, if it's going to cause more chaos, then maybe it's in your best interest not to include those people. But it is your choice, and so remember that even though your child, the situation is just a little unique, it's okay to still include them if that's what you want. But make sure you're communicating that with the former spouses. And again, the idea is that when there's kids involved, it's important in the best interest of the kids for us to look after those situations. In regards to a new partner, how do I address this in a way that's going to work? As I said, there's unique DNA to every family. The inclusion of a new partner is difficult. It puts a strain on the family, and I recognize that. So new partners, remember that this is unique. And while you might want to include your traditions, when there's kids involved, please make sure that your partner has the availability to spend time with their kids. The idea of asking the new family to include you as a mom, as a stepmom, as a stepdad, as a dad, those are unique situations, and every situation is going to be different. Every family has that uniqueness to it. I want to encourage us, though, for the best interest of the kids, to go with what the kids' pace is at. Some kids are going to say, oh yeah, that's all good. I can call you mom, I can call you stepmom, or stepdad, whatever the situation is. But for some kids, it's going to be really hard for them to see you at the family events thinking that you are trying to replace the parent. I know that's not the intent in any way, that you're trying to replace their mother or their dad. But sometimes the kids are going to feel that they have to call you these things. So as a new partner, make sure that you address your gifts as from yourself. If a good idea might be to write a letter to say, I'm not here to replace, but I do want you to be a part of my life. Kids want to feel like they belong, and they want you to enjoy their presence as well, to be with them. And they probably do want you around. But it is going to be hard at different points where they remember what their mom or their dad, the role that they had. So please don't be trying to replace that role. At the same time, it's important for you to embrace that uniqueness in the situation is that your partner needs to still continue the traditions that they have. I recognize that you have your own traditions that you want to include your partner in and include the kids, and there's not a blanket answer for how that's going to work. So I want us to realize that, number one, we're not replacing the former parent, and make sure that becomes clear, and that that's not the intent. But you're also going to give your partner that time to address their own traditions with their family. And when it works, sometimes families are able to celebrate Christmas together. Sometimes families join together to open the gifts together, for example. And those are important things. And at the kids' pace, they will help you to know when the right time to do that. It might take 4 years. It might happen overnight. And as you guys include your kids in these discussions, that's what and that happens as well. Every family is unique. There's not a blanket answer, as I've said, but please remember that Christmas has its own stress, and sometimes the inclusion of a new partner, the inclusion of extended family makes the conversation unique. So with that, I leave you. I hope that's been helpful. And sometimes we don't know how to address these things, so I was asked to create a video to help address those things. So if you have other ideas, make sure you join the conversation and join our community. Looking forward to conversing with you further for when it matters.